Let me guess you feel like your salary is too small right now. So saving for retirement is something you'll just think about later, right? Bro, that's one of the biggest financial mistakes people make. And I don't want you to be the next victim. You're working hard today, but have you actually thought about where your money will come from once you stop working? Are you planning to rely on your kids, the government, or just plain luck? Let's be real about this. Here's the thing, most people still think that retirement funds are only for the rich. They'll say stuff like, I'll just focus on working now. I'll think about retirement later. But honestly, the people who need a retirement fund the most are those of us who are living on just enough salaries. Why? Because if you don't prepare early, who's going to cover your living expenses when you're older? Picture yourself at 60 or beyond. You won't be as productive, your energy won't be the same, and your body will start complaining more than it does now. What kind of job do you think you can do at that point? Who do you think you can rely on? Your kids? They may not be able to. The government? Don't put too much hope there either. If you're not prepared, you'll either be forced to keep working until your body gives up, or you'll become a financial burden to your family. This isn't me trying to scare you, it's just the bitter truth that most people ignore until it's too late. And don't forget, life doesn't stop when you retire. You'll still need food, electricity, medication, and all the basic necessities. And the older you get, the bigger those costs become, especially healthcare. A single illness can wipe out tens of millions in medical bills. Without a solid retirement plan, those expenses can drain everything you own and even leave you in debt. Some people say, it's okay, I have a house. I'll just sell it when I need the money. Sure, you can sell your house. But do you really want to go through the hassle of selling property at 70? Or worse, end up without a place to live? That situation can easily be avoided if you start building your retirement fund now. I get it though, saving money is already hard enough. So how are you supposed to save for retirement? But that's exactly why you need to start small and start now. Don't worry about saving millions right away. Even if it's just a few bucks a month, the important part is building the habit. Retirement planning is less about the size of the money and more about consistency and time. Think about it, your salary can go up, your expenses can change, but time only goes forward. You can work your butt off for 10 years, but you'll never get back the 10 years you lost by procrastinating on your retirement investments. That's why I keep saying a retirement fund isn't a luxury or a bonus. It's a necessity just like food, rent, or electricity. The only difference is this is a long-term need. And if you ignore it, the consequences will hit harder than an unpaid bill. One of the biggest misconceptions people have is that retirement planning is something you do when you're older. In reality, the best time to start is with your very first paycheck. Why? Because the longer your money has to grow, the bigger the impact of compounding interest money that earns money for you over time. For example, if you put aside just $30 a month for 30 years in the right investment, you could end up with millions or even billions, depending on the growth rate. And don't think investing is complicated. These days, there are so many options: mutual funds, stocks, company retirement plans, or even robo-advisors that do the work for you. The important thing is to understand a goal. A retirement fund isn't about making you rich, it's about giving you peace of mind, knowing that even when you stop working, you'll still be financially independent. You won't have to rely on anyone, and you'll still get to enjoy life. Picture yourself in your 60s. Do you want to spend your days traveling, gardening, reading a book while sipping coffee? All of that is possible, but only if you've prepared. That's why you shouldn't wait until you have extra money. Trust me, extra money almost never shows up by itself. You have to intentionally set it aside. Think of it like paying monthly installments to your future self. That way, the older version of you can live comfortably and be grateful that the younger you made the sacrifice. So many people fall into the trap of saying, I'll start saving when my salary is bigger. But that mindset is dangerous. Because in finance, time is the most valuable asset, and it's the one thing you can't get back. Here's an example. Imagine person A saves just $30 a month from age 23 to 33, then stops. Person B waits until age 33, then saves $60 a month until age 55. Guess what? At age 55, person A actually has more money than person B. Why? Because person A gave their money more time to grow with compounding. That's why starting early, even with small amounts, is way better than starting late with big amounts. Waiting for a big salary before saving is backwards thinking. The reality is, you don't need a big salary to start. You need to start so that later you can have a bigger amount. And look, retirement planning doesn't mean you can't enjoy your life today. It's not about being stingy, it's about buying yourself the ticket to enjoy life later, when you no longer have the energy to work. Life doesn't stop in your 30s. You'll likely live to 60, 70, or even 80. And there will be years where you can't rely on your job anymore. You'll have to rely on the financial foundation you built. That's why the best time to start was yesterday. The second best time? Right now. Don't wait for your salary to increase, because usually when it does, your lifestyle expenses increase right along with it. What secures your future isn't the size of your paycheck, but your discipline and consistency in setting money aside. So, whether you earn $300 or $3,000 a month, the principle is the same. Start small, start now, and stick to it. Think of it as giving a gift to your future self, because one day you don't want to be the person saying, "Man, I wish I had started earlier." And if this hits you, don't just keep it to yourself. Share this with your friends, hit that like button, drop a comment, and don't forget to subscribe so more people can start building their best future.